You are always shown the best of the best. Every day when you scroll, you see the richest influencers that have trumped all the ones that didn't satisfy the algorithm enough. You see people with perfect bodies and all the things that you want to have. People with motivation, people trying to motivate you so they can profit off of your inability to get up. But no matter how hard you work, how many times you post, how many hours you spend at the gym, how many motivational videos you watch, there is always someone to be better than. So how could you ever be proud of yourself? You know when people say, work so hard that your 30% is someone else's 100%? Well, what happens when you actually get there? Let me tell you, you never feel good enough. That's what happens. We all know that when someone works harder than everyone else, everyone needs to get up to their level or become above their level to become the new standout. Because as people start to work harder, that becomes the new baseline. A prime example of this is how, if you're in high school, you're competing against people who are making literal nonprofits and businesses and changing the world. I mean, it's becoming normal for students to feel like they need to make a nonprofit. Working hard is the bare minimum. This can happen with yourself and your own goals too. The whole point of this video was to kind of talk about how, as you're going into the new year, you need to make sure that you don't put crazy expectations on yourself and you leave yourself room to be proud of yourself. Because it's very easy to fall into a trap of always wanting more. But then I started to think about why that happens. It's because society never has enough. It's because of all the social comparison going on social media. Things that we're shown make us believe that that's what's normal. We are in a society that constantly pushes you to do better. So when you do better, instead of being proud of yourself, you only think about the next thing that you have to do. This can actually stop us from working hard. Because if we don't try, at least we won't disappoint ourselves, right? We can't fail if we don't try. Well, firstly, although that is true, everyone knows that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you don't try, you kind of already failed. Well, I'm inviting you right now to be proud of yourself in this very moment, no matter what you've done today or this week or this month, no matter what your future goals are, no matter how far or close you are to getting them. Be proud of yourself right now. We always compare ourselves to our best days or to outliers on social media. I mean, what's with all these teenagers trying to become as successful as all the adults they see online? It's because they think that's normal, but it's not. The worst thing about all this is it never ends. And it gets to the point where it never ends until your own life ends. There's always one more thing to do, always one more step to take. Until you die and you look back and you're like, okay, I worked hard, I did all that, now what? I'm about to die. What have I done? I made money. You do not need to be better than 99% of the world. It's okay to be average. It's normal to be average. That's the whole point of being average. It's normal. You just need to try your best in the moment that you are given. If everything panned out perfectly yesterday, that does not mean that it would and should pan out properly today. In fact, it probably won't. And that's fine. People like to say that you should do 1% better every day, and I do somewhat agree with that, but it gets to a point where if we don't do better, we feel like we must have done worse. But that's just not how life is. You can't constantly do better. You're not a freaking exponential or linear function. You're a human being. And you shouldn't feel like a failure if your life is not panning out like that linear or exponential function that you expected it to pan out as. Don't allow this endless rat race to make you feel bad about yourself. Don't bother comparing yourself to others. You are doing good enough. Whatever you're pursuing and whatever way you are pursuing it, it's good enough. Let yourself be yourself and let yourself be enough. Because who aren't you enough for in the first place? The influencers who don't know who you are, the podcasters who tell you to just work harder after their hard work is leeching off of the time of people who are lost and unmotivated, the models whose literal career is to look good. Let yourself be proud. Let yourself find passions, set genuine goals, and feel a real sense of accomplishment when you get there. Let yourself soak in the reality that you are in and be proud of that. And be proud of the next steps that you're taking. Be proud of the progress you're making. And don't tell yourself that that progress is normal, because progress is movement. And movement does not happen without effort. You are doing something, so be proud of yourself. Don't believe everything you see online. And don't believe your brain either, because it will tell you that every day needs to be your best day. No. I am just now realizing that when my 30% is someone else's 100%, I'm never going to feel good enough. I'm not going to feel good enough until I do someone else's 200%. And that's not okay or normal, and that all comes from comparison. When your goal is to be better than other people, you will never feel good enough, because there's always someone better. I'm sorry, there will always be someone better. So be proud of yourself. Let yourself soak in that reality of you are good enough. Start allowing yourself to be yourself and be proud of yourself, because that is a really important step into becoming your best self. Being happy is an important part of being our best selves. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Please subscribe for more meaningful content. I work really hard on these videos and it's free for you to subscribe, so you should just do it. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.